Hello everybody, and welcome to another Ravnica Allegiance Standard video here on the channel. Today we are going to be playing with Krasis Red, a mono red deck that splashes blue and green for Hydroid Krasis. So it's basically a big red list, so it plays a bunch of red creatures that aren't only pure aggressive. There's a bunch of like mid-rangey red creatures and a little bit of top end, and then it's got Hydroid Krasis himself, a blue-green card in this red deck. It's really fun to play. The mana really does work, and I've been having a blast with it. Before I dive into the deck tech, I do want to give a shout out to LSV and the Channel Fireball newsletter. That is where I got this deck list from. LSV has a newsletter with Channel Fireball. He periodically will send out deck lists and things like that, and I really have been enjoying that, so consider signing up for that. I am in no way affiliated with Channel Fireball, but I do recommend it. But that's where I got the deck list, and I've been trying it out. Now, and also, if you do enjoy standard content here on the channel, be sure to hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel to get updates for whenever I post new content, and leave a comment to show your support, and also ask any questions. But let's get into the deck tech. We've got a bit of removal, we've got some shocks, we've got some lightning strikes for the early aggression decks. We've also got Chain Whirler, really does punish a lot of the aggressive decks. Mono white doesn't do well against Chain Whirler, mono blue struggles with Chain Whirler, and mono red can struggle with Chain Whirler depending on their draws. And then we've got some unique threats. We've got Siege Gang Commander at the top end. This card is not great against board wipes, but it does help you stabilize against the aggressive decks, and just throwing goblins can be very strong. Rekindling Phoenix is good against the decks that don't have exile removal, and while a lot of decks do have some form of exile, a lot of the time they'll only have one or two pieces, and you can land a Rekindling Phoenix and ride it to victory. Karn Scion of Urza is really good against control. Sometimes they really struggle to deal with it, and there are some artifacts in this deck, so sometimes you can make relatively big Karns. We already talked about Chain Whirler. There's the Treasure Map, which is really a nice way to filter through your draws. Red doesn't traditionally get card advantage, and Treasure Cove, once you flip it, can give you some card advantage. Banefire for once you've got a bunch of mana in play so you can finish the opponent off. Direfleet Daredevil is actually really sweet. It does lead to some shenanigans. It means that we have to have a sideboard. My sideboard's not super filled with stuff, but it does have some silver bullets here for in case we want to copy someone's Mastermind's acquisition with Direfleet Daredevil. Usually you're just going to get a shock or something and kill your opponent's creature. And then the big baddie himself, Hydroid Krasis. You get to a decent amount of lands in this deck. We are running 8, 12, 16, 20, 25 lands. 25 lands, and so Hydroid Krasis can come down and be very huge, and it's just a really potent threat. We do have all of our lands produce red mana, so we don't mess with Chain Whirler, except for this one Arj of Araska. So the mana base is pretty straightforward. Hydroid Krasis is basically just for control matchups, and also it can give you a little bit of life gain in the aggro matchups if you get to the very late game, but usually you either won or lost by that point. Anyway, that is going to do it for the deck tech. Leave a comment if you have any questions about it, but let's get into some matches so I can show you the beauty that is this deck. Hello, and welcome to round 1. We have a pretty interesting hand, definitely a keep on the play. Arch of Araska, a little bit clunky here, but we'll just hope to draw another land so we can maybe play an on-curve Chain Whirler. Let's see what we're up against. Ooh, Esper Control. We're going to get this treasure map down before he can Thought Erasure it. It is a pretty important card for the matchup because it offers card advantage. And we'll probably not use this because we draw land, we just want to play Chain Whirler. As it is, though, we will now use it and probably Lightning Strike face. Just get our cards out of our hand. That's one of the benefits of running Lightning Strike, is you can use it on face. We do have 8 points of face damage, which is kind of interesting. And here we're just looking for lands, I think. Sure. Probably not the hand he was expecting to see. I think if I was in his spot, I would take the Chain Whirler. But I don't know his hand, so maybe he doesn't have a good answer for the Siege Gang Commander. Let's scry, looking for land. We're going to put an upkeep stop. Let's Lightning Strike his face. Land. Direfleet Daredevil is not a land. And while it is a pretty decent draw when there's a Thought Erasure, yeah, we don't want to miss our land drops and then to get put into a situation where we are missing lands and not really doing anything. I think we are going to keep both of these burn spells so we can burn a Teferi. Let's upkeep Scry. Definitely don't want that. Land. Yes. It resolves. We have a threat. I suspect chemisters or contempt. Moment of craving. Ah, the old double moment of craving. That's interesting. Nice 2-for-1 for us. If he goes for Teferi, we can 2-for-1 ourselves and kill the Teferi. But he knows we have these 2 burn spells. Okay, it's just an Acuity. Acuity's pretty good. But we are going to be drawing some cards of our own, so. Okay, let's start the turn by drawing. We don't want to really sack these treasures. And eventually we can start arching. We'll get this down. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 plus a creature would be the City's Blessing for Arch of Orazca. We have a decent amount of value rolling here. Probably not going to use these on face, but he doesn't really have any creatures, so we might as well. I don't think Acuity decks usually run Teferi because that value slot is usually taken by the Acuity. But there's no real reason to use these. Okay, and another shock. So let's sack the treasure. You know, these shocks are really not looking good in this particular matchup. Really kind of wishing we had a Krasis right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We do need land plus creature or something like that. City's Blessing is going to be huge because then we can arch the old triple shock draw against the Acuity deck that's going to gain infinite life. Not where you want to be, but that is the nature of best of one. And we have a actually pretty well suited deck for this matchup because we have a lot of value plays. Let's actually just go for some damage. I mean, he knows these are in our hands, so he's not going to walk into them with anything. Oh my goodness. My kingdom for a creature. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to pass. We just really want to get the City's Blessing. So we're not going to give him a chance to use his removal spells on his main phase with his Acuity. Nice. So we saved the shocks. So now we can kill the Kaya. I guess I forgot that they had Kaya. Probably shouldn't have used my burn spells on face then. But what's done is done. We want to do this on end step, not main phase, so we can't get back Acuity. Read it and weep, buddy. Read it and weep. Wow, using a negate. Land Chain Whirler. Oh, come on. No! Yes! City's Blessing. So now we can start activating this. We'll let the Kai get another activation. Drawing an extra card is way better for us because we don't really care about our graveyard. Whew. Clutchness. And if he plays a Mastermind's Acquisition, we actually have a decent board for value stuff. Okay. This is actually a sweet match so far. Gonna get that extra card. Sure. Don't really want to walk into a into a thought erasure. We'll just keep drawing extra cards, and we can Banefire at our leisure, pretty much. We're probably going to want to Banefire for 5 so he can't counter it, so we're just waiting on our lands, and this thing can tick up a little bit. Sure. Shocking. I'm actually kind of scared of what he can get with Mastermind's Acquisition. That's not good for me. I do have a Field of Ruin in my wish board. Let's draw another card. That's what I'm talking about. Ooh. Ooh. Let's Daredevil. He did shock himself, which means he has something here. Nice, we baited it out. Yay! Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can scry and draw. This flipping is really bad for me, and is probably going to lose me the game, but I am drawing an extra card every turn too. And I have a Banefire that will eventually get to X equals 24. But I'm probably going to use that to kill Kaya. This is a crazy, like, just weird game. I'm a mono red deck, and I've just, yeah, and I have not drawn particularly well. I have had no creatures, really. More life gain, sure. We'll scry before we draw with the Arch. He does run to Fairy. Oh dear, I'm glad I have Banefire. And I feel bad for spewing off those burn spells. This is where you do the old activate, untap it, activate it trick. Interesting. So maybe we were supposed to, I mean, this isn't going to be a card advantage battle as much. I think we're kind of just going to have to get as many cards as we can. They're going to have unlimited cards of their own. And let's see what we find. Definitely don't want that one. We're going to kill the Teferi definitely with our Banefire. So we have 6 mana for that. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if we draw a land, yeah, we can't afford to scry here. We'll just see if we draw land. We do not. So we will X equals 5. Kill Teferi. Get down a Phoenix. Please try to counter it. Rats. Phoenix is would have been a good way to get rid of the Kaya. Though Kaya is kind of good against Phoenix. $31 cards, 36 cards. I still do have a Krasis on the bottom of my deck. Yep. Am I gonna... I feel like I might have a chance of outvaluing him, even though he has Escanta and stuff. And Dovins, but that's probably unrealistic. But just a lot of his cards don't really matter, because I don't really have any super important creatures. If I get a Krasis, I can cast it for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I can cast it for 9. I think that'd be my best draw. I'm trying to think about how I'm going to win this game. I think it's going to be tough. It might involve him getting using a Mastermind's acquisition and then me getting an Immortal Sun. That is what I like to see. So we'll scry to flip this. So 9. Let's just cast it for 8 because it's the same amount of cards drawn, and that way we get to guarantee a scry off of this thing. Getting that sweet, sweet value. Nice. Let's actually try to resolve a treasure map. Okay. But now we have another treasure map, which is going to draw us even more cards. He's going to do 12 to us with Kaya. That's kind of intimidating. But if we resolve Siege Gang, we can kill it. Oh, that's not what I like to see. Oh, that's not what I like to see at all. Oh, man. This is an insane game. This is like one of the longest games I've ever played in. And it's the Mono Red versus Esper matchup. Whew. Let's activate this one. Don't want that land. Activate this one. Don't want that land. Now we'll draw. Okay, we hit a land anyway. Let's see what we're working with. I kind of like going for Siege Gang. If he doesn't have a counterspell, we can sack a Goblin and Lightning Strike to Fairy. Okay, things have taken a turn for the worse. With the Fairy in play, I think we might have to scoop this up. Yeah, we'll go one more turn, but things are looking grim. Things are looking grim for your hero. Oh my goodness. I forgot this deck played Teferi. I kind of wasted my burn spells early on. Let's shoot Teferi. Get wrecked, opponent. Outvalued. Jeez. Oh man, he has so many cards. How does he not deck himself? I guess Kaya's gonna kill me eventually. He's at so much life too. There's no way I can like get through all his defenses. Huh. Not gonna lie, I'd rather be in my opponent's shoes here. Let's scry. Yeah, not really looking for that. Let's draw 2 cards. And Phoenix. Maybe he's running out of counter spells and Vraska's contempts. I mean, he's used a decent number of them. Hey, and now we're going to resolve a second one. I think that's going to be better than drawing a card. So now we have 2 Phoenixes. He can Teferi 1 and then or Mortify Kaya. Mortify plus Kaya to get rid of one, because you can exile it and then the trigger doesn't matter. Oh, he's just plussing. One can only hope that he is coming close to decking himself. I do have 2 more Banefires that can kind of just kill Teferi. So that's kind of an ace in the hole. I have to save those. Oh, no! Oh, the Kaya's Wrath. Vicious. Oh, yes, opponent. Oh, yes. Getting him again with the Thought Erasure. Him ditching Mortify is not a good sign. Okay. So now he'll Kaya and one and Mortify the other. No, he'll just Kaya both of them. Never mind. Rats. Was that his last Kaya's Wrath? He'd already ditched a couple. 2. Oh, man. It might have been. I think they run 3. That's 1, 2. Dang it. Don't take him. No. No. Don't take my Phoenix. Don't take my Phoenix. So my hope here is that I can kill all his Teferis. Okay, so his Kaya is getting close to killing me too. He's going to just minus it twice in a row and I'll die. What I would do for a mastermind's acquisition. Dang, this has been a crazy game. I know I said I was going to concede like a while ago, but like honestly, I like kind of had a chance to win for a while. Like if he didn't have Kaya's Rat there, my Phoenix might have taken down the Teferi. Did my opponent leave their computer? Did I get the victory after all of this? Wait, their laptop might have died. Why are they using all their timeouts? Ah, this is hilarious. If my opponent left the game after all this and I got the W, that's just proof of why you should never concede. Or he's just BMing me. Wow. I don't know where the opponent went. Oh my gosh. Imagine being the opponent if their computer just like died on them. They're like, quick, I can reboot! I can reboot! Oh, Mono Red grinding with the best of them. Grinding away. Oh, this is insane. This is truly justice. Hey, we'll take a Karn. Don't mind if I do. We'll just draw cards. Nice. So let's eat a treasure token. Eat a treasure token. So we will this for 5. So it can't be countered. Treasure map. I think I played that turn pretty well. I think Bane firing his Teferis is a good strategy because he only has 2 left, and otherwise he's going to deck himself. At least, potentially deck himself. Like, he'll do 16 to me with this Kaya. Okay, not good. Aw, he came back. I'm so sad. So he's got 1, 2. Thought erasure. Sure, he can take my lightning strike. I think I'm just going to start making constructs with Karn. Does he only have 1 Teferi left? 1, 2. No, he has a little bit more than that left. Wow, he's going for the Mortify on my Elemental token. That is weird. Wow, he's still drawing. He's going to deck himself. It's going to happen. He's not going to be able to... I guess he's going to have to shuffle his Teferi in, but like... Chain Whirler is actually a fine draw. Because it pressures his Planeswalkers. Like it does a hit to each of them. Let's see what we get with this treasure token. I wonder how many more Kaya's Wraths he has. Ooh, another Karn. Sure, we'll try to cast it. Might bait out a counterspell. He probably has Thought Erasure anyways while I'm doing this, and I just want to get more pressure into play, especially because he has used 3 Kaya's Wraths and might not have any more. And then on his end step, I will do the old scry into treasure map play. He only has 9 cards left, so if I can deal with his board, I can win. And he only has 1 Kaya's Wrath or 0 left. Another Teferi, that's his last one. One Kaya's Wrath. 2 Kaya's Wrath. 3. I hope he doesn't have a 4th. I have a feeling that he doesn't. Cleansing Nova? No! Why would you run Cleansing Nova? Ah! Oh, we were so close. How many counterspells has he used? He's used 1 Sinister Sabotage, 2 Sinister Sabotage, 1 Absorb. He's just going to go minus, minus. I have to find a way to deal with that. Even 1 minus is going to kill me. Oh dear. Please play your second Teferi. You know you want to. We'll top that one. Oh, yes, we'll top that one. Come on, Vraska's Contempt. Oh, Krasis. Oh, the Krasis of God. Yes. Okay, we're going to start with the Daredevil. I'm sure this will bait out a counter if he has one. He's searching. Please don't find a counter. I'm sure you have one, but I don't want you to. Please! I just want to kill your Kaya! Because I have 20 cards in exile, and I know I won't last much longer. Yes! Yes! Kaya's gone! We'll keep that on top. Draw. Draw. Land. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so Kaya's no longer a threat. So his only way to win is by looping to fairies. He's getting close to just dying. We have another Banefire to take care of it to fairy. He's running low on removal. He couldn't find a counter last time he used this Kanta. He does have a Mortify. What a game! I think we have a chance. We might win this game. Oh, we're getting to the point where we know what we're drawing. We have a Direfleet Daredevil left and a bunch of lands, so we do need to be careful because we don't want to deck ourselves. But this Direfleet Daredevil can take down a Teferi. We know where his last Teferi is. It's in his hand. So that's his last Teferi. So we do have another Krasis we can play. Let's draw a card first. Let's play this as a 6/6. Direfleet Daredevil. Thought Erasure. Thought Erasure, his last Teferi. No! Shoot. Karn minus Rekindling Phoenix. Dang it. If we'd nabbed this Teferi, I think we would have just won. As is, he's going to cast it here. Oh, he did have a Kaya's Wrath left. Oh, that's bad news, boys. That is very bad news. Oh, he does run 4. That makes sense. At least my Phoenix comes back. Okay. There's Teferi. He's going to put it in his deck. If he pluses, we win. Rats. Well then. Things are looking grim. Can I shock the Teferi in response? I wonder. I think we just go for a Thought Erasure. Take a counterspell if he has one. Sure. Keep that on top. We'll draw a card. Ugh. Phooey. I don't know if I'm allowed to shock the Teferi in response. I think I am. Which means I probably should have saved my Direfleet Daredevil to snipe a counterspell if he has one left. Let's attack him. See how far we can get. We do have a Banefire for a bunch of damage. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 17, 23, 24. Like, we can do 23 damage with Banefire. So 2, 5, 7, 8. Like, we can maybe just kill him with Banefire. Because we have 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. So we need to get one more hit in to kill him with Banefire. Please say he's out of Thought Erasures. There's 1, 2. And then I exiled 2 of them. Yeah. This is unbelievable. I think we can win this game. I think we can win this game. We're going to try for the Teferi Shock play. Gotta make sure we hit those land drops. So his last card is Teferi. Oh my gosh, we're gonna win! Oh my gosh! There's nothing he can do. So he thinks he's got me, but his Teferi is gonna have to... Oh my gosh. Which way is more epic? Killing him with this shock right now, or killing him with a Banefire for 20? The Banefire is definitely sicker. I think the shock play works though. Oh, we're gonna do it! Oh, what a game! He should go for Dovin's Acuity, play the thing again. Yeah, just to gain 2 more life. So we have 4, 8, 11, 14, 18, 24, 25. So we're going to be able to do 25 to him with our Banefire. Oh my god. We battled hard. We battled hard. 4, 4, 8, 12, 15, 19, 25, 26. Oh my gosh! We did it! Oh my god! We got the W! We could have killed him with the shock play, I think. But this is so much sweeter. Oh my god. Oh, that was so epic. Banefire for 25. Oh my gosh. Because we were going to be just short too. We were going to be able to attack him one more turn. We were going to be like 2 turns off. Oh my gosh. That was so epic. Yes! Get wrecked, Indra! Oh, that was so sweet. That has got to be the sweetest game I have played of this standard format. And it's a rank up game. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Anyway, while that was only one game, that is going to do it for this video. I truly hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, if you made it all the way till the end, say hashtag Banefire for 25 in the comments section down below to let me know you made it all the way to the end. Also, let me know if you enjoyed this game in the comments section down below, what you think. Hit that thumbs up button if you want to support the channel. Subscribe if you want to get more content just like this. Every game is just this epic. That's hard to do, but I mean, not every game is just this epic. But this was such a cool game. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will appreciate your support, and I will talk to you next time.